Hi everyone, I am back again today playing with the third day of Scrapbooking Reflections Follow a Sketch February. And so this is day 3, and I am doing my own little spin on this, and I am not going to make you watch all of this, but this has been in my stash and I've been hoarding it, and I am doing my best through this to use a lot of my stash if I can. And this one showed kind of like a square where all the photos were sitting on top of it. So I decided I was going to use this portion as my square or as my base kind of area. It made sense to me. I know in the sketch it's a bunch of different pieces of paper, but I figured I would use this and I thought it would work. So I cut it out, and I am also going to rough up all the edges like I always do. That's what I'm doing here. And then I have a stack of cardstock that kind of went with this like kit that I put together for here at home. And I chose to go with like the really dark navy blue. And I'm going to pull out some of my fun foam, and I'm going to chop it up with my little mini guillotine chopper because it works so well. The lines are really straight and everything. A lot of the time I just cut it with my scissors. No big deal. But I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting this. And I'm going to add them to the back of this because I decided to pop it up because I know I'm going to add a little bit of mixed media to the background. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these on there. I'm sorry for farbling all over myself. I do it on a regular. So if you're new here, sorry. If you've been here for a while, I'm still sorry, but you should probably be used to it at this point. Here I went ahead and pulled some chroma glaze out of my stash, and I'm just rubbing it on with my finger around the outside of this. And here it looks like it's white, and it kind of does have a white look to it when you're first putting it on. It just looks like a paste. You can tell where it's going. And through the video, it'll continue looking like that because it dries shiny, like mega shiny. I love it. But if you actually pick, in the end, I'll show you. But it looks different when you pick it up and see it reflecting. So I rubbed it on with my fingers, and I realized I was like leaving fingerprints. So I went ahead and grabbed my silicone brush here, and I'm just dipping it in and pulling it out from underneath the side. And just going ahead and doing that all the way around it. And I'll still pull my finger back in and like smooth out those harsher lines from the brush or the silicone brush. It's still a brush. Either way, you know. And I also chose to use 4 photos instead of 3 because I had these 4 photos of my daughter from just, unfortunately, a dentist appointment. So, yeah, that's what I'm actually scrapbooking a dentist appointment here. And it was the first time that she had to get any little bit of work done. And so she had this little thing they gave her to put in her mouth so she wouldn't bite her tongue. And then they also gave her a popsicle for afterwards when she finally started getting some feeling back. So the pictures are goofy because it looks like she got some big old lips because of the thing they gave her to stick in her mouth. I've seen them where they look like those type of things are like suckers. So it was interesting. Here I am pulling bits and pieces out of all the stuff that I put to the side for this kit, and it does not stay the way it is right now. I do move everything around, and I mean everything. So I'm looking at the puffy stickers. A lot of this is Paige Evans. I honestly at the moment cannot remember what collection this is. Hold on one second. A lot of it is Blooming Wild, is that what this is called? But there's other bits and pieces of things in here as well. So it's not necessarily just her stuff, but I think I pretty much just use her stuff in this one, actually. Yeah, I think it's called Blooming Wild. But I do have bits and pieces of other things. I didn't like the way it was looking. It was bugging me, so I went ahead and pulled the pictures, stuck them together all cattywampus, and then stuck them down to some white cardstock and cut out around it. Made their own mat, even though they were all, cattywampus like they are. And I'm going to use them like that. And I will still use this. I'm going to stick it in on one side, and the other part I'm going to stick in on the other side. I'm going to keep this tag, and that's going to be my journaling spot. The top tag is. I put the bottom part of the teal one at the bottom, and I'm trying to figure out what little thing I'm going to use for a title, because I am not going to use a big title since I use 4 photos. I kind of just pulled my little title is going to be down to the bottom left. And I can't believe I still have so many of these flowers left from this collection. That's insane. I'm just starting to pull flowers out now and mix them. That one had a flower pot on the bottom, so I just cut the flower pot off and just tucked it underneath. No big deal, can still be used. I think the thing that threw me off with this a little bit is the mixing and matching of the no border and then the white border on some of them. I don't know if anybody else has this problem, if it bothers anybody. I would love if a lot of the ephemera packs had a very small border of white or no border at all. I actually kind of like the little white. I don't know. I can fussy cut the other one off. I can fussy cut it either way, but I don't like the real thick border that a lot of ephemera has. So I'll either fussy cut it down or cut it off completely a lot of the time. So I went ahead and stuck pretty much everything else down. I'm going to tape around the tag, flip it over, make sure it's where I want it. This way I know it's going to slide in and out where I want it to, so I can add my journaling about that day and what went on, and my daughter being goofy. And she kept that little thing that had the lips on it. She wasn't getting rid of it. She thought it was cute as can be, and she had to keep that. And really, it was just for her to chew on so that she didn't bite herself with her mouth being numb. So it made me laugh. I thought I was going to use that twine that had actually been on a pin that I had gotten in a box recently, but I decided to go with just plain black twine that's sitting here on my desk. And I'm just going to mess with a few more flowers. I don't show my journaling. I don't usually show the process of me journaling. I cut it out and just slide it back there because who wants to watch me, right? I'm adding some puffy stickers here and there because, again, I can't believe I still have those left. And I'm going to go through more flowers because, of course, I mean, why not add more flowers? But I was also kind of thinking I only have really 2 clusters, one on the right-hand side, one on the bottom left. And so I decided to create a little bitty one up here, up at the top. And that makes my 3rd one. I mean, I know there's X's here and there on the layout, I guess, as embellishments on the sketch. But I figured this would work. So just my take on it. And that pretty much finishes it out. If you see me, when you saw me move it, you could see that when it's not hitting the right light just right, it's like clear. But yeah, I love the shiny. I love the way it turned out. I really hope that you enjoyed this. Make sure to check out everybody else and the Facebook group, Scrapbooking Reflections, and have a great day. Bye.